A very good day to you. I'm Hank Gross, Mid-Hudson It's Tuesday, April 23rd. The news today brought to you by the Galleria at Crystal Run. Holtec, the company charged with the decommissioning of the shuttered Indian Point nuclear power plant, is suing the state over the Save the Hudson bill, which prevents any radioactive waste from being dumped in the Hudson River. The Stop Holtec Coalition is standing solidly behind the new law. One of its members is Food and Water Watch, whose senior New York organizer, Santosh Nandabalan, says blocking Holtec's plan to dump 1 million gallons of radioactive waste into the river was a victory for the environment.
This is a law. New York State has the authority to do this in order to protect its economy. And it feels like Holtec just doesn't like being told what to do. They need to get with the program, and the law is the law. They need to follow it.
The coalition is also calling for on-site radioactive waste storage at Indian Point to further protect the Hudson River, environment, and communities. A 41-year-old Middletown man was sentenced on Monday in Orange County Court to 10 years in state prison and 5 years of post-release supervision following his guilty pleas to criminal possession of a weapon and drug possession. It's alleged that Stephen Bostic was in a residence in the city of Newburgh on April 30th of last year. When police heard yelling, Bostic initially refused to allow police inside, but then relented. The officers observed a woman with visible injuries and 3 young children, one of whom led police to Bostic's bed, where they found a loaded revolver under a blanket. DNA analysis later linked him to the gun. While charges were pending in that case, on June 21st, Newburgh police saw Bostic engaged in a hand-to-hand narcotics transaction on City Terrace. Police later recovered cocaine and fentanyl packaged for sale from his fanny pack. The 8-day Jewish holiday of Passover began at sundown on Monday. According to Rabbi Yitzhak Hecht of Chabad of Ulster County, Passover is a cornerstone of Judaism.
This is the night that we celebrate that when the Jews were still slaves in Egypt under the ancient Pharaoh, they were told through Moses by God to have a Seder. They had their first Seder. That was the night that was the last time that they were to be in slavery, and the next morning they all marched out into freedom.
The Seder is the holiday dinner that includes prayers. More news right after this.
Find over 100 retailers allowing you to spend hours shopping safely at the Galleria at Crystal Run. Enjoy the big brands and the diverse selection of family-owned stores all in one location. The Galleria at Crystal Run offers dining options for everyone with Fuji 110 Grill, Allen's Mediterranean Grill, and Peru Cuisine. Discover the Mid-Hudson Valley's premier shopping, dining, and entertainment destination, the Galleria at Crystal Run. For more information, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, or visit GalleriaCrystalRun.com.
A 65-year-old Pine Bush man was killed last Saturday afternoon when he lost control of the 2008 Harley-Davidson motorcycle he was riding on Mamakating Road in the town of Mamakating and was ejected, state police say. Troopers say Kevin Epstein was pronounced dead at the scene of the 12:30 p.m. crash. The cause is under investigation. A 54-year-old homeless man has been arrested by Lloydtown police on a charge of criminal trespass. It's alleged that Toby Tobin trespassed at Atlantic Concrete on North River Road. This was his 19th arrest. He's also on parole for a felony grand larceny charge. He was released on an appearance ticket due to bail reform. An initiative put forth by Poughkeepsie Mayor Yvonne Flowers in her inaugural State of the City address is moving closer to fruition. Flowers had vowed to improve the business environment and announced the city was in contract with a Queens-based restaurateur to open a gastropub at the former Ice House at Warriors Park during her speech. On Monday, the city announced that a licensing agreement has been signed with the new operator. The restaurant is tentatively scheduled to be operational this coming summer. A new shop will be opening on Broadway in Monticello shortly, as the Sullivan County Industrial Development Agency has approved financial incentives for it. The 19,000-square-foot Monticello Kosher Supermarket will receive the standard financial benefit granted by the agency, says Executive Director Jennifer Flad.
A sales and use tax abatement on any purchases that are made to construct and develop the project. A mortgage tax exemption should there be a mortgage to secure any loans that are used to finance the project, and a partial real property tax abatement.
That partial tax abatement will be a 15-year payment in lieu of taxes. A man dressed as a clown holding a sign featuring offensive language outside the Dunkin' Donuts on Route 82 in Hopewell Junction has drawn the ire of Assemblyman A.J. Beefan. Beefan condemned the man's behavior and described his conduct as disturbing. The man, whose identity is unknown, was holding a sign that read, "Dunkin' Donuts hire retards." The language used in this display is utterly unacceptable and deeply offensive to our community, said Beefan. The news today brought to you by the Galleria at Crystal Run.